Welcome back, everyone. Before we get into today's video, I wanted to take a second to let you know about the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a original Mountain Man blend sausage seasoning kit. Basically, to get entered in that, subscribe to my channel, like and comment on these videos, and once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll pick someone who has commented on my channel and is subscribed, and I'll send you out one of these seasoning packs. So today we're going to be making Hi Mountain Seasonings Hunter's Blend breakfast sausage, and we're going to be putting those in links. For the links, we're going to be using all natural sheep casings. Here is a shot of the directions that come in the kit. I don't follow these directions. I do it a little bit differently myself, but if you're interested, you can pause on that and have a look at those directions. And then, of course, in this video, you're going to see how I do it. So this box of seasoning that we have will season 20 pounds of meat. So what I've got here is 20 pounds of fresh pork butt in the grinder, and we're going to go ahead and grind that through the fine plate here. So we've got both bags of seasoning in our bowl here, and we're gonna add some water to it here and mix it all up real good. I don't measure the water, I just kind of eyeball it, but always keep in mind you can always add more water, but you're not going to be able to take water out. So once you put it in there, if you think it's a little too dry, you can add a little bit more water. I like to have mine pretty wet. It really helps when it comes time to put it in the stuffer. If it's too dry, you're really going to have a fight on your hands getting it through the stuffer. So here we just go ahead and mix it up real good. Make sure all that water's spread out and the seasonings are spread out. You shouldn't have any puddles of water in the bottom of your lugger there. So now that we've got it all mixed up, we're ready to go ahead and load our stuffer here. Take your time while you're doing this. Make sure you pack that meat in there really tight to try to get as much air out as you can as you're loading it. This stuffer does vent at the top, but the less air you have in there, the better. This particular stuffer holds all 20 pounds, so we've got it all loaded up. And now we just go ahead and put it up into position. Now we just go ahead and run a little bit of sausage out of the stuffer horn there to make sure all that air is out of there. So got it all primed up now. So the stuffer's all loaded up, ready to go. Now what we're gonna do is take our natural sheep casings here and thread them onto the horn there as I'm doing here. Helps if the horn's nice and wet, and also these casings are wet too, but they're a little delicate, and actually this horn is just a little bit too big. If it was slightly smaller, this part right here would be much easier, but just take your time and get it on there. See, with my left hand, I'm kind of holding it centered up to the horn so I don't rip out these casings. They're a little delicate, but they're definitely workable. through the magic of editing, I've got it all on there now, and we're ready to begin stuffing. So if you notice down here in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, I've got the stuffer C-clamped to the block. That's to help keep it from sliding around. Otherwise, when you start turning the crank handle here, that thing will be all over the place and you'll be fighting it. So what I'm doing now, I forgot to dress those casings back towards the end of the horn. That makes them come off the horn a little easier. And like I said, this horn's a little too big, but it'll work. So now I'm just turning the handle and making it come out nice and controlled. Sometimes you gotta slow the casing down, sometimes you gotta pull it off just a little bit, and you don't want to stuff them too tight. That's a big mistake people make. So now we've got our strand of sausage out of the stuffer and we're ready to tie them. This is an up close view of how I'm going to be tying them so I can show you what I'm doing there. And this is why you don't want them stuffed too tight, because you got to pinch them, squeeze them together there, give them 2 or 3 twists. Then you're going to grab this end of the strand, pull it up through the center, and that ties them off. They're not going to go anywhere. Then you just keep repeating that all the way through your strand until you get to the end, and then after that they'll stay together like that. They're not going to go anywhere. Do bratwurst the same way, and you can stick them in the smoker or whatever. Once I get these all tied together, as you can see, I'm going to be traying them. So what I'm going to do is just come back between those links with scissors or a knife and free up the links. And here you see the finished product. Keep in mind, 20 pounds makes a whole lot of breakfast links. So don't be afraid to just do 10 pounds or maybe even 5 pounds, just whatever suits your needs. Thanks for watching, guys.